My performance was okay. I don't know, man. I think it might be time to go to 54, yo.
Did you feel differently?
I felt good, but I feel like at 54, I'm gonna be way better, and my pop gonna be how it's supposed to be. I'm getting older now. I'm 27. I'll be 28 next year. Be better guy. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be on point. That's what's gonna make me better. Not saying he a bad fighter or anything, but I need them top guys.
I was going to ask you about unifying these titles, but it sounds like you're ready to get out of 147.
No, I mean, if we can get one of these guys and stop playing, let's make it happen. But if not, man, 54, here I come. Every time I fight here, it's going to get bigger and better, and hopefully we bring a big name here. Either we come for the rest of these belts or we're going to 54 and, campaign there and collect them belts there.
You've said that 154 is a poppin' division. It certainly is. Deep, really 1 to 15. If you could move up next year and challenge anybody, who would it be?
Anybody at 154, anybody with a name. Like I said, I want to fight the top guys, the best guys. I want to be great. I want to be, all-time great. And that's what you got to do to fight these guys. You got to put yourself out there.
Congratulations, Boots.
Thank you. Appreciate
Say it ain't so. After Jaron Ennis attributed looking bad his last fight to making weight, he said it's time to move up to 154. And he wants everyone at 154, including Bud, let alone Vergil Ortiz. Fast forward till today. Jaron Ennis supposedly turned down the Vergil Ortiz fight because he want to fight at 147, not 154. However, that's not possible because Vergil Ortiz nearly killed himself making weight last time at 147, which means proposing the fight at 147 doesn't make any type of sense, even though Jaron Ennis has the IBF world title at 147 and Vergil Ortiz doesn't have a world title at 154, so they will be fighting for no title. However, who cares about that when this is the fight that the fans want to see? Just like Benavidez versus Morrell, they are fighting for no title. But the fight is more important. The fight is bigger than the title. Jaron Ennis and Vergil Ortiz fight has been marinating for years. Who cares about a title, right? It's one thing if Jaron Ennis truly has competition that want to fight him at 147 and he decides to stay there. And he never mentioned moving up to 154 to fight Bud or anyone else. But when Jaron Ennis last fight, he stated that he's struggling to make 147. And he's struggling to find decent opponents. The champions won't fight him. So why would Jaron Ennis stay at 147 for? Instead of moving up to 154 for a mega fight against Vergil Ortiz. This is a bad look for Jaron Ennis. He don't want to end up being the same thing he's sworn to destroy. And that's a duck. You don't want to do that. I mean, how are we supposed to believe that Jaron Ennis want to fight Crawford if he's not willing to fight Vergil Ortiz? Jaron Ennis has been stating time and time again that he's willing to move up to 154 to fight Crawford. But he's telling us that Vergil Ortiz at 154 is too much for him because he's a 147-pounder. That means he never wanted to fight Bud Crawford to begin with. Now, Vergil Ortiz gave his reaction to Jaron Ennis changing his mind to move up to 154 to fight him. Vergil said, quote, "I have always said I will fight anybody, and I remain true to my word. Every single person that I have been offered to fight, I said yes. It takes two to tango in boxing. So if I'm not in that ring fighting someone, no, it's not my fault. Time for some of you guys to stop saying I'm ducking and don't want to fight because that's not the case. This time and never was 100. End of the quote. Well, credit goes to Vergil Ortiz for accepting to fight Jaron Ennis. However, he can't say, I always said yes to fighting everyone because it's documented. When Vergil Ortiz was offered to fight Crawford as the mandatory, not once, but twice, he said, hell no. He didn't just say no. He said hell no to fighting pound for pound #1 Terence Bud Crawford. Even Vergil Ortiz's manager came out cooking Jaron Ennis for pretending to want to fight pound for pound number one Terence Crawford at 154, but not Vergil Ortiz. Vergil manager said, quote, Jaron Ennis, you said you wanted to fight Vergil Ortiz at 154 about 22 times. Your father said you guys made us an offer and we rejected it on video 2 weeks ago, which, as we all know, is not true, and someone had to lie to him. I love Eddie Hearn, and I think he's one of the top promoters that will further the sport, and is and will in the years to come. And he said he wants you and Ortiz at 154 more times than he hugged Anthony Joshua. It's okay if you change your mind and realize that Vergil Ortiz is too strong, too fast, too big, and too skilled now. Ortiz had already signed and agreed to do the fight, and did so before I could finish what the deal was. End of the quote. Look, I only have one thing to say. Jaron Ennis, you have some explaining to do. The last thing we expected is Jaron Ennis to do some duck shit. Excuse my French. This is Jaron Ennis' rival we talking about. Jaron Ennis and Vergil are rivals. I know for a fact, Bud, Shakur, Devin Haney, and even Javante would have had fought Vergil Ortiz in a heartbeat if they were in Jaron Ennis' boots. That being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.